key to sales is not your pricing, is building value. Because price is only an issue, Nick, in an absence of value.
That's true.
That's the only time
It's
it's the only time it becomes an issue. So what I try to do is I said, all right, let's go back to, you said $500,000 a year. Right? And Nick, I'm going to use one of the things that you always do on some of the events you do. And so I said, okay, let's imagine if I'm standing in front of you, Nick, and I have $500,000 in cash. Would you give me, or would you invest $100,000 to get the $500,000?
Yeah. Was it instant or is it fast return on the money?
I'm just asking you.
Yeah.
Would you invest $100,000 to get the $500,000?
Yeah.
Great return on investment.
Yep.
Okay. Now here I'm not asking them to invest it. I'm just asking. I'm trying to understand if you would. So that's where we start to go to spend. It's identifying the financial resources and the willingness and intent to spend. So another way to ask that, a client might say, I want to make an extra $2,000 a month, and I'll take it and say, okay, how much is that per year? And I'll say, $24,000. All right, I'm getting $2,000, $24,000. So how many years do you want to do this? They say 10 years. So that's $240,000. So depending on my price offering, I might go, let me ask you, let's just use the $24,000 a year. Would you invest 10 grand to get 24? Whatever the case may be, right? And I'm just finding an intent.
Yeah.
Not, are you going to? Just an intent.
Yeah.
Next step. So I said, okay, now I'm going to put a timing to it. I'm going to see your resources. A great way to find out resources is I'm standing in front of you with the $500,000. You have exactly 1 hour to come up with $100,000. How would you do it?
100K. I mean, we could put it together. I mean,
give me an example. How would you put it together?
I'd be a little reluctant, but I would say, cash flow of the business. We've got business savings. We've got, credit line, things like that. So yeah, we could come up with it.
So the purpose of asking that question isn't, do you have it? It's just, what are your resources?
Yeah.
Because then when I come down and I'm working on the closed portion of the conversation, they've already seeded in their own mind, they have an availability to get resources. I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's already been seeded. They have talked about it. So when they say, I don't have any money, I can go right back to the conversation. But you said, you had this, or this is what you were going to do. So spend is all about just...
I do have an extra hundy under the couch cushion. That's the other option.
Yeah, no, totally understand.